Not a cloud in the sky, which most would say would be the perfect day to host the Solar Uprising rally getting ready to take place right here at the Florida Capitol in just a few moments. Now, the new expansion, Sally's Place, will consist of 8 two-bedroom apartments. Now, it may not seem like a lot, but think about it like this. That's the equivalent of 3 new homes. Well, the Orlando Expressway has put a twist on that concept and come up with a way to keep Central Florida drivers safe and aware at all times. Well, Fox 35's morning show Good Day Orlando is filming their morning show right here. You take a look behind me, you see the band, the cheerleaders. Now, outside of just using ebooks for your classes, UCF has 3 options that you can usually choose from. You could either buy a new book, buy a used book, or rent a new book. Right now, I'm in front of Fairwinds Bank where more than 1,000 students have accounts. Here in Phoenix, there are more than 59,000 homeless female veterans who have nowhere else to go. Recent controversy is centered around vaccinations for human papillomavirus. Say if a driver is involved in a crash where there's injury or death, authorities have the right to pull that driver's cell phone records.
Reply 4.
Math while driving? Not your average combination. And this driver's attention is being pushed to the limit by Google Glass.
Trying to see how using Google Glass while driving affects performance when compared to a traditional cell phone.
Jenny Walker is a research assistant and lab coordinator for the Minds and Technology Research Lab here at UCF. She says the glasses ask the driver to solve mathematical problems while they're on the virtual road.
7,800.
It's kind of a mixture of both. Like you're speaking to it, but you're still looking at it.
Some drivers are able to keep focus, while others lose control and crash.
Hopefully, everyone will have a wearable technology on their face. And will that change how we drive? Will that cause more problems, or will it be a solution to those problems?
There are no test results as of now, but Walker hopes to see if the glasses will allow people to keep their eyes, ears, and mind on the road. In Orlando, Symone Davis, UCF Nightly News. Dana Oviatt is sending off some emails before she goes to work. The former soldier served in the U.S. Army for 6 years and never thought she would end up as one of the thousands of homeless vets in Arizona.
I used to tell people, I'm like, why don't they just get a job? But you know, when you're homeless and you don't have a place to shower, you don't have a place to lay your head at night and rest, it's not that easy to keep a job.
Shortly after leaving the Army, Oviatt lost her mother, father, and husband to cancer. She turned to drugs to escape the pain and soon found herself homeless. Oviatt says if it wasn't for Mary Ellen's Place, she doesn't know where she'd be.
I'm responsible for myself and my own actions, so I have complete accountability here.
Mary Ellen's Place offers affordable housing for single female veterans only. Rent is only $350 a month, and there are resources like help finding work and counseling centers.
Get them into a safe, affordable place to live.
Marianne Derryberry is chairwoman for Veterans First, the nonprofit who owns Mary Ellen's Place, and she says they're getting a new addition.
Sally's Place will be the first for women veterans with children.
Now, the new expansion, Sally's Place, will consist of 8 two-bedroom apartments. Now, it may not seem like a lot, but think about it like this. That's the equivalent of 3 new homes. The goal? 1 vet off the streets at a time.
People don't realize, you know, that women are very instrumental in the military today and have been for quite some time.
Actually getting tested and staying on top of it and actually trying to prevent it can really help you in the long run.
UCF senior Jaslyn Bing recently got tested for HPV, a disease that affects more than 14 million people a year.
Seeing as how HPV can cause a lot of health issues, I wanted to make sure I stayed on top of it.
Prior to this year, testing for HPV consisted of a Pap test, which tests for all types of vaginal diseases, followed by an HPV test, which solely tests for HPV. However, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration now says both tests aren't necessary. Dr. LaCrystal Warren at Contemporary Women's Care in Winter Park says this will save women time and money.
They're suggesting that the Pap smear doesn't need to be done, that we can actually do the HPV test first. And if that is negative, we need no further testing.
Dr. Warren recommends all women, no matter their sexual activity, should start getting tested at the age of 21, as well as practice safe sex always. A regimen Jaslyn Bing lives by.
I would recommend that you get tested for anything that you possibly can, especially if you're active in any kind of way.
Dr. Warren says if you want to get tested, any OBGYN who gives pap smears will automatically test you for HPV if you're under the age of 29. In Orlando, Symone Davis, UCF Nightly News.